I have some very big news for all of you, Never Have I Ever fans. Entering Red. Since this is the week after Turning Red's premiere on Disney Plus. Okay, here it is. Never Have I Ever star Maitreyi Ramakrishnan is going to play one of the main characters of My Little Pony New Generation in its 2 follow-up series, My Little Pony Tell Your Tale and Make Your Mark. Look. Okay, so these are all the actors who starred in. These are the people who are in the main cast of My Little Pony: A New Generation. Yeah, so the cast of My Little Pony: New Generation is both the main supporting cast are based in Los Angeles, and so their follow-up series are going to get a whole bunch of new sound-alikes from new people who sound like them from Toronto. See what I tell you, Maitreyi is playing the part of Maitreyi Ramakrishnan is playing the part that Liza Koshy originally played in the film A New Generation. Now, yeah. Now, obviously, I'm just as bummed out about. I'm just as disappointed about this I knew this was probably going to happen, but I'm still just as bummed out as most of you are, because well, I guess I'm just disappointed with this because I thought it would have been pretty cool to keep around, since as long as most of the 5 main voice actors from A New Generation were able to commit to, or could make that time commitment for an animated series before, and I know that Kimiko Glenn can do this because she was a recurring character in DuckTales and a main character in Close Enough. Yeah, I thought it would have been nice to have voice actors to have a primary cast of people who are based in Los Angeles, along with a new assortment of voice actors who are from Toronto or Vancouver or both different regions of Canada. Now, yeah, all these new actors who are going to star in My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, the 2D series it's going to make 22 episodes, at least. The first season will have 22 episodes. There could be more. And My Little Pony Make You Mark, which is going to 3D series, which is like 8 episodes. Yeah, most of these voice actors, you might know these 5 from earlier cartoons, especially if you're one of the Canadian audiences who is more likely to see other programs they were in. But we over here in the United States, also know what some of these programs are. Let's see. I know Jenna Warren was in. You might remember Jenna Warren from the Zuzus, Ana Sani from Mysticons, J.J. Gerber from Bible Man, The Animated Adventures. AJ Burdell from AJ Burdell from Globies, and Maitreyi Ramakrishnan from Never Have I Ever. Now, I think it's really nice that now, the only ones who do have some, so Jenna Warren and Ana Sani have had 10 years of regular acting experience before My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, but as far as I can tell from checking their filmographies, J.J. Gerber, A.J. Burdell, and Maitreyi are all newcoming actors in the year 2021. So, it'll be interesting to see where this series takes them, much like with, the new voice actors of the Powerpuff Girls. Since, the new Blossom got to play Polly Planter and Amphibia, and the new Buttercup got to play Bradley in Duncanville. So, yeah, I think it's really nice that, much like Karen Fukuhara and Craig of the Creek, Maitreyi already has an edge over J.J. Gerber and A.J. Burdell as far as name recognition goes, and hopefully the other four main actors of My Little Pony Tell Your Tale will also get to have their big break in, to have a new TV show or movie starring them that becomes as well known in the United States of America as Maitreyi's show of Never Have I Ever, or the Pixar movie Turning Red. Yeah, what it means, Karen Fukuhara, she was a newcoming actor in Craig of the Creek, just like Philip Solomon and Lucia Cunningham, but she had more recognition than them because of Suicide Squad or Higglytown Heroes. Liliana Mooney, Twinkle and Wayne's. I know Twinkle and Wayne's actors had more recognition than Ewan and Kip because Liliana Mooney was in Santa Claus 2 and Cheaper by the Dozen, and Frankie Ryan Manriquez was in Life with Bonnie and That's So Raven. But yeah, no harsh judgment against the new voice actors. Wish them all best of luck in their endeavors, and I hope the other four of them can get as well known as Maitreyi anytime soon because of My Little Pony Tell Your Tale. Because I don't really have a lot of faith in the direction of the show. I mean, as far as the new actors go, I really miss Kimiko, Glenn, and James Marsden, but I think it's kind of nice how, I definitely have to give some credit to the casting department of Tell Your Tale for finding new voice actors who at least look like, who look like James Marsden and who at least look like James Marsden, that Sophia Carson and Liza Koshy, whom they are replacing. And I've seen clips of I've seen a clip each of Frankie in the Zuzus and Piper in Mysticons, so I know they found suitable replacements for Sunny. So I know at least Jenna Warren and Ana Sani, who also played Sugar Snaps in Pony Life, are suitable replacements for the voices of Sunny Starscout and Izzy Moonbow. And you know, I miss Sophia Carson too, but actually Jenna Warren and Maitreyi are the only casting replacements that I actually like better than who played them in My Little Pony New Generation. I think chances are, I think they'll probably do a much better job of voicing the characters than Vanessa Hudgens, simply because Jenna Warren is younger and sounds and can do a higher voice than Vanessa Hudgens can, which would surely fit the sunny, cheery energy of Izzy Moonbow. I mean, of Sunny Starscout, and yeah, it's really cool to see how really cool to hear Izzy Moonbow's voice from Piper in Mysticons as well. I know at least they found the right girl who can sound exactly like Kamiko Glenn used to. That being said, I wish no harsh judgment against the new voice actors of Tell Your Tale, but I don't have a lot of good faith in the direction of the Avengers Magic franchise from this point. I mean, sure, on the surface, it does seem kind of cool how it does seem like an interesting follow-up story for, like, the next generation of ponies to have to restore harmony and such because of what went wrong, but honestly, the execution of it really messes everything up that we liked about Avengers Magic. Because, well, you know what? You know how remember when the Critical Drinker made this video about the second trailer he saw for Terminator Dark Fate, where he expected it would flop hard for going against what we loved about Sarah Connor's character growth in the first and second Terminator films? Well, I have the same bad feeling about My Little Pony Tell Your Tale, because well, for starters, for three big reasons. For starters, first of all, the plot of the movie is clearly it's derivative of both Onward, which is about losing faith in magic and having a lot of modern technology things when you don't have magic, and the last episode of Star vs. the Forces of Evil's Cleaves, except in reverse, because there are these magical artifacts that we have defined to, because of these magical artifacts that our main five have defined to restore the magic of Earth ponies, Pegasi, and unicorns. And let's see. Second of all, it really ruins the concept of this movie. It really ruins the idea of French's magic being an escapist fantasy when of My Little Pony being of the My Little Pony brand being any sort of escapist fantasy, when I mean, it's cool to it sure is cool to explore the topics of it's cool if they want to explore the topics of prejudice in a way that Zootopia did pretty well 5.5 years before New Generation. But they really ruined it by injecting way too. But My Little Pony New Generation ruins it by injecting too many annoying modern day politics into it, and by injecting too many modern day politics into it that pander to Generation Z activists through Sunny Starscale, which, if you see Cinemerson's video about it, is not a worthy successor to Twilight Sparkle. Oh yeah, Twilight's really broken hearted. Yeah, Twilight's really broken hearted about this. And third of all, the third reason why I expect My Little Pony Tell Your Tale to flop hard, and why Hasbro needs me to restore the goodwill of Pegasus and Bronies to the Friendship is Magic, is I think Generation 5 is I know Generation 5 is likely to age very poorly compared to Generation 4 when it continues the pony life charade of having Technicolor fantasy creatures to using modern devices, and also, where are all the other mythical creatures of Equestria? Why does My Little Pony New Generation seem to forget that other creatures exist? Like every creature who is at the main six of School of Friendship. Is that why Spike doesn't get to appear with the main six ponies in the opening scene of New Generation? Should have known. Maybe this movie was too bad for Kathy Weslock, and that's why she wanted Spike excluded entirely. It's a possibility. It's one step further than having Tabitha St. Germain replace her for Spike's voice in Pony Life, when he actually doesn't appear too much in Pony Life to begin. And the Main Six have a lot more episodes without him in Pony Life than they had in Friendship is Magic before Pony Life. Also, can someone explain why all the ponies in My Little Pony New Generation only have a cutie mark on one side of their body instead of both sides? I never really understood that new artistic direction. I don't think anyone else will. So yeah, that's why I believe My Little Pony Tell Your Tale isn't going to do very well compared to Friendship is Magic. It's all their modern politics and technology are really going to date it to heck, and that's why I believe Generation 5 of My Little Pony will age a lot more poorly than Generation 4, and why. And that's why Hasbro TV really needs me to save the last BronyCon in 2025. I know they already wanted to have their last BronyCon in 2019. I know they already changed course to have their last BronyCon in 2019 before the COVID-19 pandemic even hit, to shut down other later conventions. But still, if they do decide to reopen or rebrand BronyCons this year or the next year, I'm very worried about what the turnout will be like for My Little Pony Tell Your Tale. If the series is going to be anything like the movie, then I know it's going to get really dated very fast, and I know I'm not going to like any of the answers they give me as to what happened to the elements of harmony and all the non-pony creatures who were completely forgotten about in My Little Pony New Generation. But, I still think it's kind of nice that, for what it's worth, I guess it was still kind of nice how Tara Strong and her, voice actor based in Los Angeles, and her Vancouver castmates, Ashley Ball and Gia Levins have Saint Germain. It still is kind of nice that for this movie they got to be in the same cast as a whole bunch of other voice actors based in Los Angeles in this movie, and one of them was Will Friedle, who was, I know Like Impossible a lot would appreciate that because he voiced Unstoppable and Tara Strong voiced Tara. And get this, Ashley Ball actually got to. I thought it was pretty, unless she hates working with them or hates them as actors. I thought it was really nice how Ashley Ball got to share credits with. She got to be in the same cast list as James Marsden and Jane Krakowski again after Henchmen. But yeah, since Descendants, was a trilogy of animated live action. Since Descendants was a trilogy of live action Disney Channel movies that are based on animated Disney fairy tale films, that just so happened to have Sophia Carson in the main cast, and it brings in voice actors from both territories, Los Angeles and Vancouver. I wouldn't be surprised if Sophia Carson was just a little miffed about not getting to, about My Little Pony New Generation not keeping the same Los Angeles-based cast from the movie to be with new actors, to be with a new assortment of actors playing newly cast parts from Toronto. So, well, those are my thoughts on My Little Pony Tell Your Tale. How do you think it will turn out?